Introduction. Success is never an accident. Success. It's a word that sparks excitement, fuels dreams, and ignites the fire within us. But let me ask you something. How do you define success? Is it fame? Is it fortune? Or is it living a life of purpose, passion, and contribution? Most people walk through life hoping, wishing, and praying for success to magically appear. They think it's about luck, talent, or being in the right place at the right time. But let me tell you something that will change your life. Success is never an accident. It's not something you stumble upon, it's something you create. Success is the direct result of your choices, your habits, and your commitment to a life of excellence. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by chance. They weren't handed their success on a silver platter. They worked for it. They fought for it. They made decisions that propelled them forward, even when the odds were stacked against them. And guess what? You have that same power within you. As Tony Robbins often says, it's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Think about those words for a moment. Every choice you make, every action you take, is like a brick that builds the foundation of your life. If you want a life of greatness, you have to make decisions that align with that vision. Decisions that challenge you, stretch you, and force you to grow into the person capable of achieving your dreams. But here's the kicker. Most people don't take control of their destiny. They let life happen to them instead of making life happen for them. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their lack of progress. But let me tell you this, success doesn't care about your excuses. Success rewards those who take responsibility for their lives. It rewards those who are willing to do whatever it takes to turn their dreams into reality. Now you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I make the wrong decision? Let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. The only real failure is not trying at all. In the chapters ahead, I'm going to show you the principles, strategies, and mindset you need to create unstoppable momentum in your life. We're going to talk about clarity, because if you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. We'll dive into the power of taking massive action, because without action, dreams are just wishes. And we'll explore resilience, discipline, and contribution, the traits that separate those who succeed from those who settle. Success is never an accident. It's the result of intentional effort, consistent focus, and the ability to adapt to life's challenges. But here's the good news. You already have everything you need to succeed. It's not about resources, it's about being resourceful. It's about stepping up, stepping out, and refusing to settle for anything less than the extraordinary life you were born to live. So, are you ready to take control of your destiny? Are you ready to unleash your potential and create a life you're proud of? If you're ready, then let's dive in. The journey to success begins now. Let's make it extraordinary. Chapter 1. The Power of Clarity. Success begins with clarity. It begins with knowing exactly what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to make it happen. Without clarity, life becomes a fog. You drift aimlessly, reacting to whatever comes your way instead of intentionally creating the life you desire. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat down, got quiet, and really thought about what you truly want? Not what society says you should want. Not what your family or friends expect of you. But what you want deep down in your soul. Because if you don't know what you're aiming for, how will you know when you've arrived? Clarity is power. When you're clear about your vision, your purpose, and your goals, you create a roadmap for your life. You give your mind a target, and like a heat-seeking missile, it will find a way to hit that target. But without clarity, you're like a ship without a rudder, drifting, lost, and at the mercy of the wind and waves. Here's what I want you to do. Take a moment to dream. Not the kind of dream where you think small because you're afraid of failing. I'm talking about the kind of dream that lights you up, excites you, and maybe even scares you a little. Think about the life you'd create if there were no limits, if failure wasn't an option. Now ask yourself this, what do I truly want? Not what you think is realistic. Not what you think you should want. but what your heart and soul are crying out for. Write it down. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to be successful. What does success look like to you? Is it building a business that changes lives? Is it creating financial freedom for your family? Is it making a difference in your community? Tony Robbins often says, clarity is power, and the more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. Your mind is like a supercomputer, but it needs instructions. The clearer you are about your goals, the more your brain will filter out distractions and focus on opportunities that move you closer to your vision. Think about this. When you buy a new car, suddenly you start seeing that same car everywhere. Did everyone else suddenly buy the same car? No. It's because your brain is now tuned in to notice it. This is the power of clarity. When you're crystal clear about what you want, you start to notice opportunities, resources, and people that can help you achieve it. But clarity isn't just about knowing what you want. It's also about knowing why you want it. Your why is your fuel. It's what keeps you going when things get tough. Because let's be real, the road to success isn't always smooth. When you have a strong enough reason, you'll find the strength to keep pushing no matter what. Once you're clear on your vision and your why, it's time to create a plan. Clarity without action is useless. Break your vision into smaller, actionable steps. What can you do today, this week, this month to move closer to your goal? Remember, progress equals happiness. Even small wins build momentum and keep you moving forward. Here's the truth. Life will throw challenges your way. You'll face distractions, doubts, and setbacks. But when you're clear about what you want and why you want it, you'll stay focused and resilient. Clarity gives you the strength to say no to things that don't align with your vision and yes to the things that do. So, take control of your life by getting clear. Don't settle for a life by default. Design a life by choice. Define your vision. Know your why. Create a plan. Because when you have clarity, you have power, and with that power, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. As we move forward, let this chapter be your foundation. Success starts here, with a vision so clear, it pulls you forward like a magnet. This is the first step in creating the extraordinary life you deserve. Chapter 2, Burning Desire and Relentless Drive. Let me tell you something powerful. Success isn't about talent, luck, or even resources. It's about having a burning desire so strong that nothing, and I mean nothing, can stand in your way. The people who achieve extraordinary success are not always the smartest or the most skilled, but they are the ones who are hungry. They have an unshakable drive that pushes them forward no matter how many times they fall. What fuels that drive? It's your why. Your why is the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's the fire in your belly, the thing that makes you push past pain, fear, and self-doubt. Without a compelling why, your efforts will lack energy, focus, and persistence. But when your why is strong enough, it becomes the unstoppable force that propels you toward your goals. Ask yourself, why do I want success? This isn't about surface-level answers like money or fame. Dig deeper. What will success allow you to do? Who will it allow you to become? How will it impact the people you love and the causes you care about? When your why is tied to something greater than yourself, something emotional, something meaningful, you tap into a level of energy and determination that most people never experience. Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. If you focus on the obstacles, you'll feel defeated before you even begin. But if you focus on your why, on the vision that excites you, you'll find the strength to overcome any challenge. Here's the thing, life will test you. It's not a matter of if obstacles will arise, it's a matter of when. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when your goals seem out of reach, when the pain feels too great. And in those moments, your burning desire is what will keep you going. It's what will make you stand back up every time you fall. Think of the greats, people like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Michael Jordan. They weren't handed success on a silver platter. They faced unimaginable setbacks. Musk was on the brink of bankruptcy. Oprah faced rejection after rejection. Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. What set them apart? their burning desire, their relentless drive to turn their dreams into reality no matter what. Here's how you cultivate that same desire. Get crystal clear on your why. Write it down. Make it vivid. Feel it in your bones. Visualize your goals every day. See them in your mind's eye. Imagine how it will feel when you achieve them. Condition your mind with positivity. Feed your brain with empowering thoughts, affirmations, and stories of others who've overcome challenges. Take consistent action. Desire without action is meaningless. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer to your dream. Burning desire isn't a one-time thing. It's something you must nurture every single day. Remind yourself of your why in the morning when you wake up and at night before you go to bed. When you feel like quitting, go back to your why. Stoke the fire. Let it reignite your determination. Here's the truth. Success doesn't come to the most talented or the most privileged. It comes to those who want it the most. So get hungry. Stay hungry. Let your why drive you to take massive action. Let it give you the energy to keep moving forward no matter how tough the road gets. Because when you're fueled by a burning desire and relentless drive, there's no mountain you can't climb, no obstacle you can't overcome, and no dream you can't achieve. This is your power. Own it and use it to create the life you were born to live. Chapter 3. Take massive action. Dreams without action are nothing more than fantasies. They're whispers in the wind, fleeting thoughts that will never materialize unless you're willing to do the work. If you want success, you can't just sit around thinking, planning, or waiting for the stars to align. You must take massive, determined action. Here's the truth. There's no such thing as the perfect time. Too many people fall into the trap of waiting for the right moment to start, a moment when they feel ready, confident, or fully prepared. But that moment doesn't exist. The perfect time to start is now. You don't need to have all the answers, and you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to take the first step. Tony Robbins often says, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. Not small, timid steps. Not half-hearted attempts. Massive action. Bold, relentless action that shakes up your world and pushes you out of your comfort zone. Think about it. What separates dreamers from achievers? Both have visions. Both have desires. But achievers are the ones who act. They're the ones who are willing to risk failure, rejection, and discomfort in pursuit of their goals. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for everything to be perfect. They step into the arena and make it happen. Action creates momentum, and momentum is the lifeblood of success. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you send a powerful signal to yourself and the universe. I am serious about my goals. And here's the magical part. Once you start moving, opportunities you never imagined will begin to appear. Doors will open, connections will be made, and you'll gain the clarity you couldn't find by standing still. But let's get real. Taking massive action isn't always easy. Fear will creep in. You'll doubt yourself. You'll hear that little voice in your head saying, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Let me tell you something, those thoughts are normal. Everyone feels fear. The difference is successful people act despite the fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action in the face of it. When you step into uncertainty, you grow. You learn. You discover strengths you didn't know you had. And with every step forward, your confidence will build, and that fear will lose its power over you. Now here's the key. Don't just take random action. Take purposeful action. Know your goals, know your why, and then align your actions with your vision. Each day ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to my dream? Then do it. Don't overthink. Don't procrastinate. Just take the next step. Remember, failure is part of the process. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to stumble. But that's okay. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every time you fall, you're learning, growing, and getting stronger. Think of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, I didn't fail. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. That's the mindset you need. Every action, whether it succeeds or fails, moves you closer to your goal. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. The time to act is now. Take massive action and let the momentum of your efforts propel you toward the life you want. The road to success isn't easy, but it's worth it. Step into the arena, take risks, and remember this: you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Because success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who are bold enough to act. Now go make it happen. Chapter 4: Resilience in the Face of Challenges. Let's face it, success is never a straight line. It's a journey full of twists, turns, and roadblocks. There will be days when you feel unstoppable and others when you feel like giving up. But here's the truth: the most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding challenges. They got there by facing them head-on and using them to grow. Tony Robbins says, "Every problem is a gift. Without problems we would not grow." Let that sink in. The very obstacles you fear are the opportunities that will shape you into the person capable of achieving your dreams. Challenges aren't there to break you, they're there to build you. But here's the reality: most people give up when the road gets tough. They see failure as a sign to quit, as evidence that their dream is impossible. But successful people? They see failure as feedback. They see setbacks as stepping stones. They understand that adversity isn't a detour, it's part of the path. Think about some of the greatest success stories in history. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Steve Jobs was kicked out of his own company. Did they let failure define them? No. They used those experiences to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. The difference between success and failure is resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back stronger after life knocks you down. It's the strength to keep going when the odds are stacked against you. And here's the good news: resilience is not something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. So, how do you build resilience? It starts with a mindset shift. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, start seeing them as opportunities. Every time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Failure isn't failure if you extract the lesson from it. The next step is to condition your mind and body to handle stress. Challenges will test your emotional, mental, and physical limits, so you need to prepare yourself. Take care of your body, exercise, eat well, and rest. Strengthen your mind. Read, meditate, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about becoming stronger so you can face even bigger challenges in the future. Remember, resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain, frustration, or doubt. You're human. You'll feel all of it. But resilience means you don't let those emotions stop you. You acknowledge them and then you get back to work. Here's a powerful tool to cultivate resilience. Focus on your why. When the going gets tough, remind yourself of why you started. Let that vision pull you forward. Let it reignite your determination when you feel like quitting. And never forget, every challenge you overcome is a victory. Celebrate those victories no matter how small. Each one is proof that you're stronger than the obstacles in your path. Success is not about avoiding challenges, it's about using them to grow. When you embrace this truth, no setback can hold you back. Resilience is your superpower. It's what transforms failure into feedback, doubt into determination, and obstacles into opportunities. So, the next time life knocks you down, don't stay there. Get back up. Learn. Grow. Push forward. Because every time you rise, you become one step closer to the greatness you were born for. This is your journey, and challenges are part of the process. Use them. Learn from them. Conquer them. And keep moving forward. Because resilience in the face of challenges is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Chapter 5. Master your mindset. Let me tell you something that can change your life. Your mindset shapes your reality. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the stories you tell yourself determine whether you succeed or fail. If you believe you can, you're halfway there. If you believe you can't, you've already lost. Tony Robbins says, the only thing keeping you from what you want is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't have it. That story, that mindset, can either be your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle. Here's the truth. Success doesn't start with skills, resources, or even opportunity. It starts in your mind. The most successful people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who believe they can grow, adapt, and overcome. They have a growth mindset, a belief that their abilities aren't fixed, that they can improve through effort, learning, and persistence. Ask yourself, what do I believe about myself? Do you believe you're capable of greatness? Or do you let doubts and fears hold you back? Because here's the thing, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant and nurture will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, negativity, and fear, that's what will flourish. But if you plant seeds of confidence, positivity, and belief, your life will transform. The first step to mastering your mindset is becoming aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to the inner dialogue running through your mind. Are your thoughts empowering or limiting? When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this or I'm not good enough, challenge those beliefs. Replace them with empowering thoughts like, I can figure this out or I am capable of growth and success. Tony often says, stand guard at the door of your mind. Protect your mind from negativity. Be intentional about what you consume, whether it's the news, social media, or the people you surround yourself with. Feed your mind with positivity, inspiration, and knowledge that uplifts you. Read books that expand your thinking. Listen to podcasts and speeches that motivate you. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow and believe in your potential. Your environment is powerful. If you're constantly around negativity, it will drag you down. But if you're surrounded by people who inspire and support you, they'll lift you higher than you ever thought possible. Another key to mastering your mindset is learning to reframe failure. Most people see failure as a stop sign, but successful people see it as a stepping stone. They understand that failure isn't the end, it's feedback. It's a lesson, a chance to grow stronger and smarter. And finally, remember this: your beliefs are not set in stone. You have the power to change them. Start by asking yourself, what belief is holding me back? Then challenge it. Replace it with a belief that empowers you. Here's the bottom line. Mastering your mindset isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. But when you commit to feeding your mind with positivity, surrounding yourself with the right people, and adopting a growth mindset, there's nothing you can't achieve. So, decide right now to take control of your thoughts. Rewrite the story you're telling yourself. Because when you master your mindset, you master your life. And that's when anything becomes possible. Chapter 6. Discipline equals freedom. Here's a paradox for you. The key to ultimate freedom is discipline. I know it sounds contradictory. Most people think discipline is about restriction, about giving up freedom. But let me tell you, true freedom, the kind where you can live life on your terms, only comes when you have the discipline to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. When you study the lives of extraordinary achievers, you'll see a common thread: discipline. They didn't achieve greatness by relying on motivation or waiting until they'd felt ready. They achieved it because they built habits, routines, and systems that aligned with their goals. They did the hard things day in and day out until success became inevitable. Here's the truth: motivation will fail you. Some days you'll wake up fired up, ready to tackle the world. But on other days, you won't feel like getting out of bed. Discipline is what bridges the gap between your goals and the results you want. Discipline isn't about doing things when it's easy, it's about doing them when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when no one else is watching. So, how do you cultivate discipline? It starts with clarity. You need to know what you're working toward and why it matters. When your vision is clear and your why is strong, discipline becomes easier. You're not just doing tasks for the sake of doing them, you're building a life aligned with your deepest desires. Next, focus on habits. Discipline is not about relying on willpower every single day, It's about creating habits that automate your success. Think about it. If you have to decide every morning whether to work out, meditate, or plan your day, you'll waste precious energy. But if those things are ingrained as habits, they become automatic. Start small. Pick one habit that aligns with your goals and commit to it. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to work on your dream project. Maybe it's setting aside time each evening to reflect and plan. Whatever it is, make it non-negotiable. Tony Robbins often talks about rituals, those daily actions that condition your mind and body for peak performance. Create rituals that prime you for success. For example, start your day with movement, gratitude, and visualization. These rituals set the tone for your day and ensure you're in the right state of mind to take on challenges. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Discipline isn't always fun. There will be times when you'd rather watch Netflix than work on your goals. Times when you want to sleep in instead of hitting the gym. This is where your mindset comes into play. Instead of focusing on the discomfort of the moment, focus on the reward. Discipline isn't about sacrificing joy, it's about delaying gratification for something greater. Every time you choose discipline, you're strengthening your willpower and building your identity as someone who follows through. That identity shift is powerful. You stop seeing yourself as someone who struggles and start seeing yourself as someone who achieves. And here's the kicker. Once discipline becomes a habit, it doesn't feel like effort anymore. It feels natural. That's when you unlock true freedom. Freedom to pursue your dreams. Freedom from the chaos of procrastination and regret. Freedom to live life on your terms. So, study the habits of successful people. Model their discipline. Build rituals that align with your goals. And remember, success leaves clues. Discipline isn't about restriction. It's about creating the freedom to design the life you deserve. Chapter 7. The Power of Emotional Intelligence. Here's a truth you can't ignore. Success isn't just about your skills, talents, or strategies. It's about your ability to master the most complex, unpredictable force on the planet, your emotions, and connect powerfully with others. If you want to lead, inspire, and create lasting success, you must develop emotional intelligence. Tony Robbins says, "It's not the events of our lives that shape us, but the meaning we attach to those events." And what determines the meaning? Our emotions. Emotions drive every decision, every action, and every connection we make. The better you understand and manage your emotions, the more effectively you can navigate life's challenges and build meaningful relationships. So, what exactly is emotional intelligence? It's your ability to recognize, understand, and influence your own emotions and the emotions of others. It's self-awareness, empathy, and emotional management rolled into one. And here's the kicker. Emotional intelligence is a stronger predictor of success than IQ. Why? Because success isn't just about what you know, it's about how you make people feel and how well you respond to life's ups and downs. The first step to developing emotional intelligence is self-awareness. You can't manage what you don't understand. Start paying attention to your emotional triggers. What makes you angry, anxious, or frustrated? What excites and motivates you? When you understand your emotional patterns, you gain the power to choose how you respond instead of reacting on autopilot. Next comes emotional regulation. Life will throw curveballs. People will upset you, plans will fail, and challenges will arise. Emotional intelligence isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about managing them effectively. When you feel overwhelmed, take a step back. Breathe. Ask yourself, what's the best way to handle this? This isn't about being perfect. It's about staying in control and making decisions from a place of power, not panic. But emotional intelligence doesn't stop with you. It extends to how you connect with others. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's where empathy comes in. Empathy is your ability to step into someone else's shoes, to see the world through their eyes and feel what they feel. Empathy builds trust. It strengthens relationships. And in a world where so many people feel unseen and unheard, empathy is a superpower. Practice listening, not just hearing but truly listening. When someone speaks, focus on understanding, not just responding. And then there's the art of managing relationships. Success in business, leadership, and life depends on your ability to inspire and influence others. Emotional intelligence gives you the tools to do that. It's about communicating in a way that resonates. It's about leading with compassion and strength. It's about creating a sense of connection that moves people to take action. Here's a powerful reminder. People will forget what you said or did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. If you want to be unforgettable, focus on lifting others up. Focus on understanding their needs, fears, and desires. So, how do you cultivate emotional intelligence? Start by journaling your emotions to build self-awareness. Practice mindfulness to stay present and calm under pressure. Strengthen your empathy by engaging with people's stories and experiences. Learn to communicate with clarity and compassion. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's a habit. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Success is about more than what you achieve. It's about the lives you touch and the relationships you build along the way. Master your emotions. Connect with others. Inspire and lead with empathy. Because when you cultivate emotional intelligence, you don't just achieve success, you create a legacy. Chapter 8. The Role of Contribution. Success isn't just about reaching the top of the mountain, it's about helping others rise alongside you. It's about leaving the world better than you found it. Contribution is the heartbeat of fulfillment, the fuel for a life of purpose. Without it, success feels empty no matter how much money, power, or recognition you achieve. Tony Robbins says it best, "The secret to living is giving." That's not just a nice idea. It's a principle that can transform your life. Contribution isn't just about charity or writing a check. It's about living in a way that adds value to the lives of others. It's about sharing your gifts, talents, and resources to make a difference. Why does contribution matter so much? Because it shifts your focus from me to we. When your life is centered only on your needs, your desires, and your success, it's easy to feel unfulfilled. But when you focus on serving others, you unlock a deeper level of happiness and meaning. Contribution connects you to something greater than yourself. Here's the truth, we're wired to give. Studies show that acts of kindness and generosity trigger the release of dopamine, making us feel happier. When you help someone else, you're not just making their life better, you're elevating your own life in the process. But contribution isn't just about the grand gestures. You don't have to donate millions or build schools, though if you can, that's incredible. Contribution starts in the small moments. It's offering a kind word to someone who's struggling. It's mentoring a young person who needs guidance. It's sharing your knowledge, your time, or even just a smile. Think about the people you admire most, the leaders, mentors, or role models who've inspired you. Chances are they didn't just achieve success, they gave back. They lifted others. They created a ripple effect of impact that continues to inspire long after they're gone. So, how do you start living a life of contribution? Identify your unique gifts. What talents, skills, or resources do you have that could benefit others? Everyone has something to give. Maybe you're great at solving problems, teaching, or listening. Look for opportunities to serve. Contribution doesn't always knock on your door. You have to seek it out. Find causes that align with your passions. Volunteer, mentor, or support a community initiative. Make giving a habit. Contribution isn't a one-time act, it's a way of life. Commit to regular acts of generosity no matter how small. Over time they'll add up to something extraordinary. And here's the beautiful part. Contribution creates a legacy. When you give, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions create a ripple effect that can touch countless lives, long after you're gone. Tony Robbins often shares this wisdom. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Fulfillment comes from knowing that your life mattered, that you made a difference. Contribution gives your success meaning and your life purpose. So, don't wait until you arrive to start giving back. Contribution isn't the result of success, it's the path to it. The more you give, the more joy, connection, and abundance you'll attract into your life. Remember, true success is not about what you take from the world, it's about what you leave behind. Be a giver. Be a difference maker. Create a legacy of contribution, and watch how your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Chapter 9. Never stop growing. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's an ongoing process of evolution, expansion, and growth. If you think you've arrived and that there's nothing more to learn or achieve, you're setting yourself up for stagnation. Tony Robbins often says, "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." That's the key, your commitment to never stop growing. The world around us is constantly changing, and in order to stay relevant, inspired, and successful, we must grow with it. If you're not growing, you're dying. Stagnation is the enemy of success. Think about it, when a plant stops growing, it starts wilting. The same is true for you. If you're not challenging yourself, learning new things, and evolving, you'll find yourself stuck in the past, while the world continues to move forward. One of the most powerful aspects of successful people is their commitment to personal growth. They're not content with where they are, they're always looking for the next level, the next breakthrough, the next opportunity to grow. They don't just read books for knowledge, they read to transform their thinking and unlock new possibilities. They don't just attend seminars, they go to find insights that will fuel their next level of achievement. This mindset of continuous growth doesn't just apply to your business or career, it applies to every area of your life. Your health, your relationships, your mindset, and your personal development. You are always in the process of becoming. The key to success is not perfection, but progression. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, you must invest in yourself. That means reading books that expand your mind and expose you to new ideas. It means attending seminars, workshops, and courses that challenge your thinking and push you outside your comfort zone. It means seeking out mentors who can guide you on your journey and hold you accountable for your growth. Tony Robbins says, "The quality of your life is the quality of the questions you ask yourself." The best way to grow is to ask the right questions. What am I learning today? What new skill can I develop? How can I improve my relationships, my health, my impact? What's the next level for me and how can I get there? The more you challenge yourself to grow, the more you'll be able to give. Growth is not just about personal success, it's about expanding your ability to serve and make a difference. As you grow, you become a bigger vessel for contribution. You'll have more knowledge, more wisdom, more resources, and more energy to pour into others. The key to staying inspired is to always have something new to look forward to always be striving for something greater. Growth keeps you energized, keeps you moving forward, and keeps you excited about the possibilities of what's to come. So, make a commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement. Don't rest on your past achievements, use them as fuel to drive your next level of growth. Challenge yourself to never stop growing because as long as you're growing, you'll never stop succeeding. Success is the journey. Growth is the key. Invest in yourself every single day, and the world will reward you with opportunities, breakthroughs, and a life filled with impact and fulfillment. Chapter 10. The Power of Gratitude. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion, it is the foundation of abundance. It is the key that unlocks the door to greater joy, success, and fulfillment. Gratitude has the power to shift your perspective and attract the very things you seek in life. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you open the floodgates to more opportunities, more success, and more reasons to celebrate. Tony Robbins teaches us that the secret to living is giving, and the secret to living a life of abundance is gratitude. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you when things go well. It's a mindset, a daily practice, that shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. It's about recognizing the blessings in your life, no matter how small, and celebrating them with every fiber of your being. Here's the truth. We often get so caught up in the pursuit of success that we forget to pause and appreciate the present moment. We're constantly looking for what's next, what's bigger, what's better. But success is a journey, not a destination. If we don't take the time to be grateful for where we are right now, we miss out on the joy of the process. Gratitude grounds you in the present, reminding you that life isn't just about reaching the next milestone, it's about enjoying the ride. The most successful people understand the power of gratitude. They don't wait for everything to be perfect before they feel thankful. They begin and end each day by focusing on the positive aspects of their lives. Whether it's the people they love, the opportunities they've been given, or the lessons they've learned along the way, they take time every single day to give thanks. When you make gratitude a habit, you shift your energy from a place of lack to a place of abundance. You stop focusing on what's missing and start celebrating what's already present. The more you focus on what you have, the more you'll attract into your life. Your mindset shifts, and the world starts to reflect back your gratitude in the form of new opportunities, greater success, and deeper fulfillment. But here's the key: gratitude is most powerful when it's practiced consistently. It's not about a one-time feeling of appreciation. It's about cultivating a habit of gratitude that you carry with you throughout your day. Start by making a habit of expressing gratitude as soon as you wake up. Acknowledge 3 things you're grateful for, whether it's your health, your relationships, or simply the fact that you have another day to pursue your dreams. At the end of each day, reflect on your progress, no matter how small. Celebrate the victories, the lessons learned, and the growth you've experienced. Gratitude keeps you grounded, keeps you focused on what you've already achieved, and propels you forward with greater momentum. And remember, gratitude is not just about what's going well. It's about finding the silver lining even in the toughest moments. When challenges arise, gratitude allows you to see them as opportunities for growth. It transforms obstacles into stepping stones, setbacks into lessons. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll see the beauty in every moment of your journey. So begin and end each day with gratitude. Celebrate your progress. Appreciate your challenges.